Sega has a new teaser out, and let's do some real-world racing. This is Indie Spotlight. Welcome to Indie Spotlight, the show where we take indie video game news, trailers, and new releases, and we get them out there for you guys to check out. As always, this week we are starting with trailers, and the first trailer that we have for you is The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. As you can see, that this is just a little bit of a teaser trailer. There's nothing a whole lot to it. Basically, it's just to show the in-engine look of the game. It's supposed to be a type of horror game, but we don't really know a whole lot about it as of right now. At least I didn't see a whole lot about it yet. But from just the graphics alone and what it looks like it could be a pretty interesting thing. Wondering, if that's Ethan Carter that we saw right there, the vanishing of him, what that exactly entails, and all the different stuff that we saw in there. But the graphics itself, if you just want to go purely on that, look pretty good, especially for an indie game. So I'm excited to see the development of this title, and hopefully it turns out to be something pretty cool. The next trailer that we have for you this week is Quadrilateral Cowboy. As you can see from the trailer, this is from a very familiar company, Blendo Games. They did 30 Flights of Loving, and the other title escapes me as to what it was. It was a shorter game, but they've always done really weird, kind of surreal type games that you're never quite sure what's going on until it's all finished, and then you're just like, wow. So I'm sure that this title is going to be just as amazing. I'm super excited to see what they do with it. Just alone from the hacking section of it, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, especially if you were one of those people like me when I was a kid. When we had DOS, I would always go into it and just start typing random things just to see what I could do with the computer. And so it seems like it's going to be a lot of that kind of fun, hey, what can I do? Type of stuff. So I'm super excited to see that. I'm super excited to try it out. I definitely want to try out the hacking specifically. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The final trailer that we have for you this week is The Bridge. The Bridge looks to be another platforming type puzzle game, along the lines of things like Braid, or maybe Bastion if you want to count that, or Fez. And it looks really cool. I love the animation style of it. I love the visual art that's behind it. And it kind of reminds me of a lot of those paintings or drawings that kind of bend reality, or they're the improbable paintings. Those things with like the infinite stairway. Things like that are really cool. And being able to kind of work around in that kind of arena or that kind of environment seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. And as you saw, like, a lot of people have been checking out this game and say that it looks like it's going to be really amazing. So I am definitely on board for this one. It looks really awesome. Alright, first bit of news that we have for you this week is that Real World Racing is specifically a title that I've been kind of looking at for a while now. And they just released their beta for their game. We showed the trailer for it a couple months ago, I think, at this point. And it looked amazing, and I've had a chance to play it. I'll put up in the corner somewhere. The video, I actually did little quick bits where I played it, and it was so much fun. I really, really recommend you try it out. If you like old style, kind of like GTA or the old racing games, the top-down type, you're going to love this game. It's a lot of fun, and it uses real-world locations, so it's a lot of really cool, innovative ideas. And I'm super excited to see the final product. You can vote it up on Greenlight right now. I cannot recommend it enough. I definitely would recommend it to anybody who's a racing fan and anybody who loves those old-style arcade-type racing games. Sega has a new website up that they're teasing a new IP, possibly. We're not really sure. All it shows is 3 images. As of right now, there's no announcement, but they say that, or it says February 12th we should find something out about this, which would be tomorrow as of when this comes out. So, judging alone just on the images, it could be a number of things, but I've been doing a personal playthrough of Skies of Arcadia, and especially the last image, it shows like a floating island, so like all I have in my head is Skies of Arcadia, and people are just speculating what it might be. For me, I really hope it's something along the lines of Skies of Arcadia. As far-fetched as that may be, I'm really hopeful for it. But yeah, if you want to go check out the website, there's not much there. It's just those 3 images, but leave us your speculation. What would it be? Hopefully you can leave your comment before tomorrow as it will be released. Yeah, let us know what you think this might be. What if it's a new IP, if it's a sequel, if it's anything else. Just let us know in the comments below. So a developer, pretty keen developer, did something pretty awesome with the new Oculus Rift. If you've seen the technology, you know that it's more of a virtual reality type thing, and moving around will move you around in an environment, and someone was able to actually make a mod that allows you to play Half-Life 2 with the Oculus Rift. It actually looks pretty impressive. I was surprised to see how fluid the movement is in comparison to, like, you see the video of the person moving and Gordon in the game, and it is pretty amazing. And it shows that there's definitely some market for what might happen with virtual reality in the future. There have been other videos coming out where people are taking the Oculus Rift along with motion capture or motion detection and being able to do it so that you can actually move around in 3-dimensional space and still be able to move around in a virtual environment. So who knows what could happen with virtual reality. If this is kind of the way it's going, I'm actually okay with that. I kind of like the idea of being able to be motion tracked and have my movements tracked and be able to maybe do some kind of, a course that's in reality, but you see it through virtual reality. It's an exact replica, and you have to go through, some kind of maybe a firefight or solve a puzzle, and that could be really cool. Could be like a new type of maybe, amusement attraction of some sort that somebody could do. There's QZR, laser tag, things like that. This could maybe be the next step in that. So it looks very cool. We'll link the video below so you can check it out. Alright, new releases this week. We have Socio Ball, and we have the long-awaited Antichamber, which I've actually been playing for a little while now, and it is pretty freaking amazing, and I definitely recommend checking it out if you can. But thanks for watching this episode of Indie Spotlight. If you have any news, trailers, and new releases you'd like to let us know about, you can hit me up at Twitter at twitter.com/Dazerin, Ryan at twitter.com/MasterBlood, Tim at twitter.com/ShadowKingpin, or VVGTV at twitter.com/VVGTV. As always, I'm your host, Kyle Locke, and I will see you next week when we talk more about indie video game trailers, news, and new releases.